Hello, Radiant Life. It is I again on my new day, which is Monday. First off, I want to say, how in the fuck am I going to be able to follow Cat's Kitten? Which is the weirdest phrase ever, but really. Unfortunately, I'm not nearly that cute. I'm not that innocent by any means. And yeah, so basically she already wins this week by default in terms of the best video of the week, but that's okay. Wanted to just talk about misconceptions, and not about fat people. I think just in general, and more so the natural instinct for human beings to judge others. You know, since I started school here in Russellville, Arkansas, one distinct difference that I can see from this school compared to the one that I was in Michigan is just politeness. And I think it's a different thing. It's not that there's not courtesy or manners in the North. It's that it is something that you have to earn from people. And, you know, people I don't want to say the North because I hate to generalize, but I guess Michigan. People in Michigan tend to be very, very individualistic to the point of just, not even individualistic, more so guarded. And I think the reason that is because you know, you've got Detroit, you've got Lansing, especially at my college there was a lot of people from Chicago, so when you come from a big metropolitan area, you kind of learn to guard yourself and not really be as accepting of people as maybe you should be, only because of a defense mechanism. So I understood it after a time, but when you come from the South, you know, or maybe not the South, but Arkansas, there I go generalizing again, you know, where I'm from in Arkansas, you say hello to everybody. And as I've come down here to Russellville, everyone here is the same way. You know, you don't have to have a conversation with people, but just say hello. That's the thing to do. It makes people feel like they're a fucking person instead of an object in their way. And with that comes judgment. Now, the big thing I've noticed is that there is very much the same amount of judgment here as in the North. The difference is it's almost a flip that I've seen. In Michigan, people are outwardly judgmental. Here, they are closeted judgmental people. Whereas they're nice to your face, but you know, you hear through the grapevine after a while, oh, this person kind of said you're an asshole, and they don't really come to you with that. And that's not everyone, but I've seen that is a big thing here. And you know, that is one thing I did like about being in Michigan, is people are upfront with you. You know, if they don't like you, they tell you, hey, I don't like you. And I like that, because that's how I am. But, you know, I mean, there's something to being courteous. I really honestly believe, and lately I've really lived by this creed of, you know, if you put out positivity into the world, you will get positivity back. You know, is it going to be instant? No, sometimes it's not. But eventually you will get that positivity you give out back. And believe me, I am the worst when it comes to always going to the negative. Ask any of my ex-girlfriends, ask any of my friends, anyone that knows me well, my family. I tend to be that way because I see how horrible people can be, and so I look at that as always an option. But lately, I've also looked at the positive of everything as an option as well, and it really just makes things a lot better. You don't dread little things, you know, like in Michigan, I really got to where I just dreaded school in general because I was just away from home and people were just different. So I didn't try to see the positive in it. And by the time that I did, it was like, you know, a month left in the year, and I made good friends, and, you know, I mean, but that happens. So coming here, I've had a positive outlook on everything from the start. I'm having to take algebra this semester, and I'm horrible at math. I mean, I'm literally like Down syndrome when it comes to math. And I looked at it and I said, you know what? I'm just going to try my best. Whatever happens, happens. And boy, wouldn't you know, I mean, within the first week, I'm already making A's on math assignments for the first time in my life. So I think that is absolutely attributed to my positive outlook on things. So, with that being said, I leave you with this. Don't misconstrue this by saying that you should just never be negative, you should never be a cynic. Absolutely, you should always doubt. But there is a thing as safe doubt. Don't be so snide, ever. I hate that. I hate when people are snide. I hate when people are just dismissive. That's not the way to be. The way to be is, keep that negative outlook to yourself and outwardly mention what is good about things. When the time is right, then you do voice your opinions on the negative side. But people, I know for a fact, people just don't want to hear fucking bitching people. They don't. I don't know anyone that ever is like, oh wow, I'm gonna meet Harry, and Harry is always bitching. It's really exciting. That just doesn't happen. People aren't that way. So just be positive. You don't have to be shitty. And just try to be respectful. And that's all I have this week. All I have, 7-minute video plus. But keep supporting us. Keep following us on Tumblr. And leave feedback. We love it. We love it. And speaking of feedback, thank you, Tyler, for the comment on my last video. I plan to be a boss this semester for sure. And also thank you to Elise. You are the young gun. That's just the way it is, You're the new kid on the block, except you don't have a shitty fade haircut and really tacky clothes from the late 80s, early 90s. Not that if you had that, you wouldn't still be a badass, because you would be. Anyway, that's all I have. So, until next time, be kind to yourself. Peace.